I'm Marcus Reynolds, the creator of the Stratos Embouchure system, Stratus Encore Pro. There are many training videos on YouTube. However, I just felt I ought to bring it more up to date. I've learned more about it myself. When I first launched the Stratos Embouchure system, it worked for me and a few of my students. And when the first potential client, or friends through music, as I like to refer to people I've dealt with the music business, he said, "Well, what will it do for me? How does it work?" And I was a bit flummoxed, actually. I didn't quite know what to say. But we're now coming up to thousands of sales now all over the world, and I'm thrilled to say to you that top players look for the testimonials. I'll just read you one. At the age of 66, after a lapse of 20 years, I'm now playing like a young man. Top C is no problem. I can even play a Super F. Somebody else, the Stratus is teaching me how to play with minimal pressure. And once I developed my chops to play this way, the notes suddenly literally went stratospheric. A high C with the Stratus on, and it shot up to a G. It's just amazing. I'm enjoying playing again, because when I developed it, there were certain aspects of my playing that weren't just there, but they're there now, and I'm doing guest solo work that I never dreamt I'd be doing again. So the Stratos Embouchure system is the tool, the device you've been looking for all your life. Dennis Wick said to me, "I think you've discovered the missing link, my boy." So here it is. It will come to you in a Rolex box, and I load it with one of the fittings. When you first start using it, use it flat so it's not doing anything. Keep it in line with your chin and nose. Don't compromise the position. So bring it to you and play a few notes. Just get used to the feeling of just touching your chin. It is a strange sensation. And then wind it forward anti-clockwise a third of a turn. So the chin rest just pops up above the mouthpiece rim. And already, even though we've only just touched the chin, we've made a difference to the weight on the top lip. The one thing I want to stress is, although you're screwing it towards your chin, you don't allow it to push your chin back. You ease your chin forward. And if you've got the book Range Without Resistance, the Stratus will put it on steroids. So you ease forward, look. You bring forward. And the top lip has got more freedom. So here we are. It's flat at the moment, in line with the mouthpiece. Okay, not very, very difficult. Not trying to show off here. I'm trying to show you how to make it work. So we're just going to advance it a third of a turn. We're going to bring the chin forward to greet. You can't damage your chin. There's a spring It's spring-loaded, look. And already I've increased the vibratory surface. But also, if you watch slowly, as I go to it and bring the chin forward, watch this. So the corners come in, the chin becomes, I call it tympanic, vibratory. So there we are, look, it's just above the mouthpiece. I'm just going to go another third of a turn. Now already, I know you can't play a G or your A in first position, but such was the vibration of the lip increase, because it can move more, another note came out, so you can imagine that the G will be so easy. That just feels like an F. See, the A almost become a B. You get used to it. You don't end up over pitching all the time. You do get used to make the adjustment. It's automatic. And the interesting thing is, within seconds, minutes certainly, days definitely, months absolutely, you will find that the notes that you were struggling with or using too much pressure for, you can back off. Because the only reason you have notes going thin or stretch is because you're increasing the pressure. So you're fighting a battle. But if you reduce the pressure incrementally, that means very, very gradually, the muscle memory gets used to the new position. And it happens ever so quick. And because you've increased the flexibility on the top lip, you can almost play the notes. So it's amazing, really, if you can just think about what you're capable of playing. You've done the work, you've put the hours in, you've put the study in, but what you've done with mouthpiece pressure is deadened everything, muted everything. So what I'm offering you with the Stratus is to take that mute off, to take that shroud off that's stopping you being the musician you want to be. And immediately it connects the heart, because in my book I put hear a note, sing a note, hear a note, whistle a note, hear a note, buzz a note. But with the Stratus and the added vibration, you're actually singing through the instrument. I'm playing on a cold instrument as well, and in case some of your valve players out there, that was a top C. That was just a top C, and it's just there because this keeps the chin in position. Do you have to keep it on? No. I know many of you have seen me playing with it on all the time because I've got terrible scar tissue. Know what you do after a few minutes practice. Let's take it another level. Let's take it another third of a turn. Does it help the bottom notes? It does. Many tuba players are using Stratus now. All instruments is for all instruments. There's anybody that has a mouthpiece on their lips. So we've caused some duress, as you read it in the book about the duress. We're going to remove we just slide it out, look. You just slide it out there. While I've got this in my hand, remember to lubricate this with either vegetable oil or butter, not valve oil. Roll the chips, lops, chops, roll the chops. And the thing is, all the notes were the same thickness. They weren't like in my old days probably. I'm exaggerating for the purpose of this exercise. But because you've created that duress, and you can carry on encouraging that duress by going into, oh, by the way, there's a locking nut here. It is not as a guide to where you've got to. Do not screw it to the top so you don't move it. Keep it moving. You're not looking for your sweet spot straight away. Keep it down. The reason it's there is if you record with it, I've made the thread loose so children don't bind it. It's aluminium, it's aircraft aluminium. It hardly weighs anything. So we're going to advance it right to the top, look. Right to the very top. Now, I'm so far away from the mouthpiece, so what's the point of this? Well, look at this for... So we have a different tune. That's a big workout. Do that for a few minutes and then wind it back to about 2/3 of a turn above the mouthpiece. See, overpitched again. I went for a G and I got the A. I want you to see this, that's another note you can play that you didn't think you could play. I'm just going to pull it back another 1/3 of a turn clockwise. All the notes sound the same. So after you've been on to the extreme positioning, see what happens, look? The corners come forward because you're reaching forward, you're getting the lips in front of the teeth. The lips are able to vibrate at a different frequency. Add this exercise, lip stopping, that's in the book. Oh, you can feel the duress and you can feel the blood and oxygen. So here we are. The notes almost float because you're playing from the heart and you're playing notes you've got in your mind and you're performing instead of fighting the instrument. Wouldn't it be nice to have the note getting consistency of a piano player? Well, with Stratus, you can. I'm Marcus Reynolds, stratusbrass.com, the Embouchure guy. Get in touch with me and I'll help you with any playing issues that you've got. I hope this has been some help to you. Oh, and thanks to everybody that sees this video that have got the Stratus. You really do need the book to help you get even more sonority out of your instrument. Okay, this is Marcus Reynolds, stratusbrass.com, the Embouchure guy.